everyone, welcome to Yo-Yo Huang's Chinese class. Today we will continue lesson 11. We are going to take a look about comparison and other new knowledge in today's class. So first, let's take a look at the notes. The first one is a verb used as an attributive modifier. That's quite easy to understand because in English, we also have kind of similar structure, but we change the position in English. For example, like the girl, I'm going to write it in English. The girl that or who or whom I go with to the library every day is my best friend. So it's quite easy to understand that I'm talking about the girl is my best friend, right? So who is this girl? It's the girl that I go with her to library every day. It's this girl. So this part is describing that girl I'm talking about. So I'm talking about not the other girl, not the girl over there. I'm talking about the girl whom I go with to the library every day, right? It's this part. So in Chinese, we will not do such kind of change structure. So we just take it as an adjective. We will use the at the end of this part, at the end of a very complete describing part. So in Chinese is 每天和我 oops, sorry. 每天 which is every day, all right? 每天 every day. 每天和我一起去图书馆。图书馆 is the library, all right? 图书馆的女孩 the girl 女孩子女孩是我的好朋友。So you see here, we simply made this part as a sentence, as an adjective. So this sentence we are going to use as an adjective, simply add the keyword the over here to represent that's my description. I'm going to talk about the girl, this girl, right? 的那个女孩 it's better, right? 那个 that girl. So it's totally fine to say 那个女孩是我的好朋友. That's totally fine. But I want a specific which girl. We just make the sentence, use the to make this part as an adjective, as a description. And then the real object here is that girl is my best friend. So that's how we use a verb used as an attributive here. And we can take a look at the example on textbook here. 新买的自行车，自行车 is bike. 自行车，新买，新 is new buy, new bought bike. And then 我妈妈做的饭。So this meal is cooked by my mom. The meal cooked by my mom is delicious. We can say, 的 lunch，这个饭很好吃。这是什么饭？What kind of meal？这是什么饭？这是我妈妈做的饭。我妈妈做的，我妈妈做的饭很好吃。The meal cooked by my mom is delicious. So that's how we use this uh, this complete sentence as an adjective here. 和你一起唱歌的人 that's from our text in last class here. So the person who or the person that sing with you together. And then that's B. B. So please do not forget the pinyin here. It's B. Oh, B. 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 E is the first tone. B. E. Yeah. So it's a sentence to make comparison here. So we learn a lot about this. For example, 哥哥比姐姐高。高 is tall, right? Taller. Now it's talking about the elder brother is taller than the elder sister. So you can see that actually there were like 90% or 80% situation that the adjective is at the end of the sentence. I just take a look at these three examples. Those are at the end of the sentence. However, in our title is 我比你大3岁, right? 我比你大3岁. This is you probably think that this is not the adjective at the end of the sentence when we are using comparison because 3岁 is the end of the sentence, right? But actually, if we take a look at this part here, 我比你大, 我比你大, it's already a complex sentence which indicates I am older than you. And we want to add some details here. So how many age you are older than me, right? So I say 我比你大3岁, 3 years. I'm 3 years older than you. So here is adding the details. So it's yeah, we cannot use the English position to just how say like a machine just translate it. So the position is always the adjective that we are going to use in this comparison. It's always at the end of the sentence. And then we can add some detail if there's more detail to make the sentence complete. All right, so always make the adjective at the end of the comparison here. So we are going to take a look more examples in the book, like 今天比昨天热. 热 is warm. The weather is so warm. All right, it's warm. 今天 today is warmer than yesterday. So if we are going to use be, then so object A and object B, they are together and in between there is a B here. So that's object A, object B, and A, B, B. That's like this. So if we want to say McDonald's is more delicious than KFC, this will be 麦当劳 McDonald's 比肯德基 that's KFC. All right, KFC in Chinese. Surely you can also say KFC. That's no problem. That's easier for you probably, but it's okay for you to learn more new things, right? 麦当劳比肯德基delicious is 好吃 right 好吃 Or we want to have some details that the hamburgers made by McDonald's are more delicious than those in KFC. In this sentence, we are going to say, so we've learned in our first part is the hamburgers made by McDonald's. How do we say this word? With the here. So it's 麦当劳做的汉堡包汉堡包 that's hamburger, alright? 喝暗汉饱 the first tone 包 is the first tone 包汉堡包麦当劳做的汉堡包比肯德基做的好吃。做的 can be ignored, just simply said 比肯德基好吃 which everybody knows that it's talking about the hamburger here. So that's how we use be. So you can always see that that's object A and object B are very close together. Only there is a B in between. So people will exactly know that you are comparing object A and object B. Okay, now let's take a look at the first example here. 今天的西瓜比昨天便宜. So today's watermelon cheaper than yesterday. The price is lower than yesterday, right? BE. So now it's going to take a look at negative form. We use 没有，哥哥没有姐姐高。今天没有昨天热。西瓜没有苹果便宜。That's actually quite not very usual, not very often to use as this one. 今天没有昨天热。Yeah. So simply say, so today is not warmer than yesterday. For example, in example 2, so we can also say 昨天比今天热. That's more common to say it like this way. Yeah. So we know that if we want to say the negative form, so simply change 比 into 没有. So 今天没有昨天热。So 麦当劳没有肯德基好吃。麦当劳做的汉堡包没有肯德基做的好吃。Which is the negative, saying that 肯德基 is more delicious than McDonald's in the example over here. Okay, 一点儿 and 一些多 or 的多 they are opposite. Not the opposite, but about the amount. So 一点 is a little bit. For example, a little bit more expensive. It means probably just 1 or 2 yuan more expensive. It's like 的多probably is like 100 rands more expensive. 的多. So we are going to take a look what's the usage of 一点一些 and 多的多。西瓜比苹果贵2块钱。That's very detailed, saying that. So 贵, we know that this is expensive, right? And here is also the examples that we made just now that talking about the detail. Why? At the end, we know that for comparison, at the end is always adjective. So if we want to add details, just simply at the end of the details, add the details. Actually, this part is already finished, that the meaning is already very clear. So we want to know about the details. Now there's another example in textbook here. 西瓜比苹果贵. So this is already, we know that the watermelon, 西瓜, is more expensive than apple, right? 西瓜比苹果贵. So please, 西瓜, the pinyin is 西瓜 here, all right? 贵, and okay, then watermelon is more expensive, but what is the detail? So how much is more expensive? 贵2块钱. Ah, that's the detail. 2元 more expensive than the 苹果. So you see the detail, it's always at the end. And the adjective is always with it's the end of the comparison here. And here is the detail. 2块钱. All right. And then the second one, 我的学习. So my study, right? 我的学习比他好一点. A little bit. So my study is better. 好. It's good, right? It's more good, right? So it's better than him. So then his study here is ignore 他的学习, right? 他的学习. So it means, my study is a little bit better than him. So a little bit 一点. Okay, so here is 得多. The pinyin is 得多. Oh, sorry. 多 here, 得多. 今天比昨天热得多, which means today is much warmer than yesterday. So it's an extreme amount. Probably yesterday was snowing, and then today is like 40 degrees. Then yeah, people are going to die. So here it's how we use the 多 is a very large amount. So if it's much more expensive, like 100 yuan, 1,000 yuan more expensive, like 得多. And of course we can say 贵得多, 好得多, 热得多. There are many adjective details we can add with a large amount or a small amount, a little bit. All right, the last sentence. 他比我们老师小2岁. So this is also the same as we use as a comparison, and then we add detail at following the adjective. So how is the detail? How is the adjective's detail? So if we want to say younger, how old? If we want to say more expensive, cheaper, how much, right? So you can add also details when you want to say a comparison here. The third one is very easy. How to say this word? We learned it in our new text in our last lesson. That's 可能. 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 Which means maybe, probably. For example, 他可能早就知道这件事情了. 他可能知道这件事情了, which means he probably already know this thing. 可能我明天不来上课了. 不来, I don't come. Maybe 明天 tomorrow. I don't come to class tomorrow. So it's better to put what you want to emphasize, that's maybe. So if you want to say, it's maybe tomorrow I will not come to class. But I emphasize tomorrow. I'll come to class the day after tomorrow. I'll come to class next week, but tomorrow maybe not. So we put 可能 following the real object. Sorry, not following, in front of the real object that we want to emphasize. So 我可能明天不来上课了。可能明天 which means probably tomorrow. All right, so you can change the 可能's position. You don't have to always remember like the comparison. There's no need to remember which position has to be 可能 position, right? So 可能 can change a lot of the position in a sentence it depends just what you want to emphasize. Okay, the first 你可能不认识她 You probably not know her. So this is also a sentence from our lesson, from our text in lesson 11. All right, so exercise based on the dialogue in our text. 昨天和王芳一起唱歌的人是谁？ So I also mentioned in our previous class that there's no need to always remember, like in English, that the who, when, what, where always need to put in front of the sentence. It's totally fine. You just have to repeat the answer into the question symbol. So I'm asking who. So simply saying, yesterday, the person that with Wang Fang sing together is who. So it's just like this. You don't have to change any position. And also how people ask, how we answer. So we can simply say, 昨天和王芳一起唱歌的人是王芳的朋友。It's a friend of Wang Fang. And then 左边看报纸的女孩子是谁？ So it should be the elder sister, right? So we can say 左边看报纸的女孩子是我姐姐，我是我的姐姐。Then it's very complete answer. And one new thing is 女孩子 they all means girl, alright? 女孩 or 女孩子 or 女生 those descriptions, they all mean girl, all right? So they are the same. 女孩子, 女孩, 女生. All right, should I type the pinyin over here? 女生. Okay, so in the keyboard, when we are typing pinyin, the yu, please use the V in the keyboard. All right, so I know in German keyboard there's a U over there, but please do not do this one. All right, so that it will not match. You are going to use V to represent U when we use the Chinese typing in like this Chinese typing software. We want to type Chinese, so 女生. Okay. So that you know it's 女生 here. 女生. All right. Then the question number 3. 他的哥哥25岁了，他多大了？ So we know that from the text it should be some like 3 years older, right? 3 years, then it should be 25 minus 3 should be 22. So 他的哥哥25岁了，他22岁了。How they ask, how we answer. 昨天的西瓜可能卖多少钱？ So here maybe 可能 right 卖多少钱？多少钱 is how much 卖 is sell. So how much is yesterday's watermelon? Probably 3 yuan 50 cents. 3.50 is 3.5 3.5一斤。500 100 grams. 王老师是新老师吗？新 is new, is Miss Huang, Miss Wang, a new teacher. So 不是他去年来的，or simply 是王老师是新老师 and that's easy. Yes or no question is always very, very easy how they ask, how we answer. All right, so my favorite exercise, looking at the pictures and describing them. 绿苹果 the green apple, right? 绿色 is green, 绿 that's green. 比红苹果 then we use our new word 便宜 or 贵姐姐比我 how old? You should know that this is 姐姐 is always elder sister, always older than us, alright? So you are not going to say 姐姐比我小 that's not possible, alright? 姐姐比我大3岁 we're going to use as the title 昨天35度今天没有 So at the picture we can see that 今天 is 32 is 32 degrees centigrade 今天没有昨天热还是冷呀热 or 冷热 is warm 冷 is cold So 今天没有昨天今天是32度今天没有昨天热 Yes, right. Because today is 32, yesterday is 35. 今天 today is not warmer, hotter than yesterday. 哥哥学习很好，我没有 So it's exactly the same structure here. 我没有哥哥好 It's like this. It's not hard at all, not difficult at all, very simple. All right, pronunciation, very simple. Just repeat this sentence and then 说对方。你去不去银行？这件衣服你喜欢不喜欢？11点多了，你睡不睡觉 You see, that's all the yes or no question. Go or not, like it or not like it, sleep or not sleep. So people will definitely know that you are asking a yes or no question and I'm going to do or I'm not going to do. This is a very simple question. So yes or no, you can simply put the action. You are going to do the action or not doing this action. So just repeat. You see, 去 or 不去，喜欢 or 不喜欢，睡 or 不睡。All right, characters, the radical 病字头 which is related to disease. So like 病 which is illness, 疯 which is crazy, 疯 And then 两点水，啵啵，冷，冰 cold and ice here. Peril. We are going to use be to make up our own sentence. For example, 西瓜比苹果大，苹果没有西瓜大。We have just get a lot of practice in the McDonald's and KFC example, so you are going to make yourself your own example, all right? All right, good work. Wow, it's again B. 我的眼睛比安妮大。我的手机比大卫的贵300块钱。Now it's something using 贵 or 便宜 to describing the money. So my phone, 我的手机 my phone 比大卫的 So it's here there's probably something to pay attention is we don't have to always repeating the object. We can simply add the following the person, so we know that is whose phone, right? Whose phone? Great. Then we finish lesson 11. In our next class, we are going to begin lesson 12. 你穿的太少了. You wear too little. And we are going to take a look at the exercise book of lesson 11. We're going to probably find something more about the comparison exercise. Let's take a look if there's any. If there's any, yeah, here. 唱歌便宜说话可能会比. That one is easy. This, you are going to decide whether the sentence is correct or not correct based on the exam, based on the first lesson. Right? So this question is interesting. So let's take a look. 左边看报纸的人是我姐姐，右边写字的那个人是我的哥哥。So there's 我 there is a 姐姐 there is a 哥哥 and then 他们家可能有3个孩子 That's a very, very useful 可能 so probably That's so true, right? It's not, we know that in a reading task saying if the option give us, oh, they definitely have this, or they have 3 children. They definitely have 3 children. Probably they don't, but if the option is saying their family, probably there are 3 children. Probably there are probably 3 children in their family. So that sounds very correct, right? So this one is tick. It's a correct understanding. The second one, 女儿让我告诉你，女儿让我告诉你，她今天晚上和朋友们一起去唱歌，不回来吃晚饭了。女儿呀，女儿 say something something something， 不回来吃晚饭了。You see, so 女儿不回来吃晚饭。That's the understanding, right? So here, 女儿今天在家吃晚饭 which is totally wrong. It's not correct because 女儿和朋友们去唱歌 to sing with the friends, not come back, eat dinner. Alright, so the next question. 这是儿子送给我的手表，因为明天是我的生日。儿子送给我的 which means the son send the present, right? Give the present, 给 give 送给 give as a present 送给我的手表。So the understanding is 他送给儿子一块手表 which is totally change, right? It's totally opposite. It's the son gave her a watch. It's not she gave her son a watch. So it's totally changed. Please pay attention, read it slow to figure it out who and whom. So it's a very tricky one. So this is not correct, of course, here. Next question. 你问的这个问题很好，我要想一想，明天再告诉你，可以吗？ Alright, so 你问的这个问题很好。The question you ask is good. The key point is here, 我要想一想。I need to think about it. 明天 tomorrow, I'll tell you again. So this guy is going to answer that question tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, 明天再告诉你。So actually this guy didn't answer the question directly, immediately, right? But in the understanding, it's 他现在没有回答这个问题。现在 is right now, 没有回答 is 没有 is a negative, 没有回答 which means not answer, which is correct understanding. This is correct, a tick here. And then the last question, 哥哥的汉语比我好，姐姐的汉语也比我好。Alright, so 哥哥的 Chinese, so the elder brother's Chinese 比我好 is better than me. 也比我好，姐姐 elder sister, my elder sister's Chinese also 也比我好 better than me. Understanding? 我的汉语没有 my Chinese is not good as 哥哥 and 姐姐 which is correct, right? That's totally correct. That's a correct understanding. It's a tick over here. All right, so that's the part of exercise we take a look at. Please also finish the other exercise in lesson 11 in the exercise book. And yes, that's your homework for today's class. And in our next class, we are going to begin lesson 12 here. So yeah, it's already lesson 12, so not so many left that we will finish HSK 2 and you will be ready to go to the exam. All right, so that's so far for today for lesson 11 that we completed. And next class, we are going to continue lesson 12. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. And please do not forget to finish the homework. Please really try your best to write down the character, to practice the pinyin, to read it loud of each text like 10 times, 20 times, multiple times. So it's all of those tips are very important. Just repeating will make you perfect in Chinese. All right, so that's so far for today. I'm going to stop sharing. All right, so have a great day today. Bye-bye.